Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. First, I want to thank you all for being here. I really look forward to this time with y'all every day, and I appreciate all the support that you have given me over these past 7 months on this channel. You all feel like family to me, and I thank you so much. Okay, I will break down some of the facts about PPP funding that everybody else may be thinking but don't want to say because it would not be popular. Y'all know I don't care about being popular, so I will say what I feel. But first, let's get into the COVID vaccine. Sometime this week, we are expecting that the announcement of the release of this COVID vaccine from Pfizer. And more vaccines will be coming very soon after. But no word just yet about when it will be, but it does look like it will be sometime this week. But I want to ask y'all again, because reports are showing that more and more people are saying they will take the vaccine. So I want to ask you again, and please leave your comments below. Will you take the vaccine? And how long will you wait before you take the vaccine? I think I will take the vaccine, but not right away. I want to see if there's any adverse reactions from it before I put a needle in my arm. Also, I feel like they are taking their time on the stimulus package and the stimulus check because of the COVID vaccine that is coming out. If it works as good as they think it will work, then I think that the chances of us getting a stimulus check is little to none. But I do believe they still will be fighting for a stimulus package, but just to fund their pet projects and to help their rich friends and family on Wall Street and their rich friends that donates millions to their campaign. Okay, let's talk about PPP funding a little bit here. Just who will this PPP funding help? It would help businesses. And yes, businesses need help. But hear me out on this. What size business will it help? A lot of the business that they call small business is not small business. A lot of these smaller businesses, what they call small business, is just under an umbrella of a bigger business that owns a few businesses. So, is that really a small business? What will PPP funding do for regular people like you and me? Not a lot. It will fund businesses, and we'll get into that a little bit more in just a minute. But for people like you and me that needs money to pay our rent, to pay our car note, to buy our groceries for our family, it will do absolutely nothing. Now, if people like you and me don't have money to spend in restaurants, in grocery stores, in bars, in department stores, if we don't have money to spend, but yet these businesses get this PPP funding, well, how long are they going to stay open? Because if we don't spend money in these stores and places, they will close their doors. How long can businesses stay open without customers? Not long. They need people coming in and out of their doors, or else all they're going to be doing is mopping the floor over and over and over. So what would be better? PPP funding for businesses or stimulus checks for all Americans. Now just think about this. You know the $455 billion that was returned from the federal government? Well, that money was unused PPP money. It was not used and was not needed. So why are they fighting so hard to get more PPP funding? It don't make sense. I think it's for their rich friends and family to get into it again, just like the Mooch Man's family did. You know, his wife's family business got PPP funding last time. It's like they put the funding out there just to help them. Well, I think that will happen again this time. It would serve the American people a lot better to pass a stimulus check every month until this pandemic is over. Just forget about everything else and pass stimulus checks reoccurring. And a lot of people are wanting back pay for the months that we didn't get one. Forget about that. That's not going to happen. There is no way in the world that will happen. But going forward, why not a stimulus check every month? Now, y'all, I am in no way saying this is going to happen because it probably won't happen. I'm just thinking out loud. But if they'd done this every month, we could start to rebuild our economy. We could start rebuilding our businesses. We could start rebuilding our lives. And if we had a check coming in every month, and we could depend on that check coming every month, then we wouldn't need PPP funding. We would not need any kind of other funding but that stimulus check. Because if we got money every month, we would have money to spend, and everything would start falling in place. Because if we give PPP money to these businesses and then we face a lockdown, they're going to close their doors. Well, what are these businesses going to do with this money? They're going to invest it for themselves. They're going to use it for their families. They're going to hide it. So we're just giving them money to bankroll themselves. It's not going to be helping the American people. I do believe a stimulus check in the long run would be a lot cheaper price tag for the government because everybody would have spending money, and this money would create tax revenue that would immediately be going back to the government because it's a cycle. They send out stimulus checks, we spend it, the tax money goes back to the federal government, the money goes into the local economy, and everything starts to take care of itself. Y'all, none of this stuff is being talked about being done this way. This is just me thinking out loud. So please don't read into it that I'm saying that these things will happen, because most likely they will not. It's just a common sense approach in my opinion. But of course, you know, our government does not have common sense. They've proved that for the past 6 months or longer. Again, will we get a stimulus package? Yes, we will. Will it have a stimulus check in it? That I'm not sure about. Every day that goes by, I think our chances of a stimulus check diminishes quite a bit with the onset of the COVID vaccine coming out. This is just my opinion. Take it for what you will. Y'all, please watch the video that's popping up here now. It's mine and my wife's nightly show. We do it every night at 9 p.m. It's Late Night with Walter and Amy. We don't talk about stimulus there. We don't talk about politics or Bitcoin. We just have a lot of good fun. And there's a lot of people that joins us and they enjoy it also. And I'm inviting you to try it out one time. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But please come try it one time. I think you'll have a lot of fun. We use this show at 9 p.m. every night to escape all of this madness and have a little release. I hope you'll join us. Please watch the video that's popping up here now. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. I know He will get us through this, and we can look back and realize we're better for it. Just keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our leaders. Say a prayer for everyone that's been touched either by COVID or by our government. I love you all. Please come see us tonight at 9 p.m. and then again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I love you all. Ciao.